Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tuesday, November 30th, 2020 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, the King of the Ice and Fantasy Football Guru, Philly Pete, and we're live, as always, on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your afternoons and hanging out as we talk NHL from the weekend, of course. A long weekend. Finally got back to the grind, putting out my records from basically from Friday to yesterday. So finally had some time to sit down and get through everything. So we're finally up to date. Good to see that. We'll talk some NFL DFS, of course, from the weekend as well. And, of course, going into Thursday night's game between the Saints and the Cowboys, of course. But this show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by BetUS. Set up an account with them today. Use the promo code 12ounce12OZ. And they'll basically match your deposit up to 125%. Can't go wrong with that. That's BetUS. Create an account with them today. Use the promo code 12ounce12OZ. And from there, they will match your first deposit up to 125%. Zingo TV, channel 761. Again, those out there that are tuning in, welcome aboard. If you don't have Zingo TV, I recommend you get it. It's a free app. I mean, everyone loves free stuff nowadays. Sign up today. Again, go to Zingo TV. That's Zingo TV. Download it on every streaming device out there, and then flip over to channel 761. Also, Amazon.com, of course, 12 Ounce Sports has a little bit of a partnership with them. Support the crew today. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. And the holidays are around the corner. Check out the 12 Ounce Sports store as well. Get your Pete's Power Plays apparel today. And like I said, man, we're turning things around. So we're back Tuesday. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you all are staying safe. Like I said, I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. And I know I did. It was a great time. I had about 25 people over. It was pretty crazy. It was a pretty crazy time, but it was also fun. Always nice to be around the family, cousins, relatives, and it's always a wonderful time. So the holidays are here, of course. Now it's crazy times. But let's recap the NHL from Friday to last night. It's been a pretty crazy ride, like I said. So Friday, on the 26th, Black Friday 26th, we go 5-7-1 with a minus 1.2 overall units. This also includes client plays as well. So, like I said, this is how I've always been doing it. I always include my client plays with my regular record. That's how I've always been doing it for the last 4 years now. So that's just how it is. 5-7-1 minus 1.2 overall units on Friday. Saturday, we get back into the green. 5-5 with a plus 3.3 overall units. Clients did cash out on their 3-unit play as well. They're 2-0 now with their 3-unit plays this season. So let's keep getting that undefeated record going with our 3 units. Sunday, 28th, we go 4-2 with a plus 2.5 overall units. Also, I'd like to add on, the clients cashed out on Friday a 2-unit moneyline parlay that paid out at plus 170. That was a 2-unit bomb, as they like to say. So that cashed out for the clients. And then Sunday, they also had another they also had a Leafs Bruins. They also had another parlay there as well that cashed out at plus 120. So again, man, clients are rolling right now. They're doing very well. Nice solid last week or two, to be honest. They've been doing pretty darn well. And then Sunday on the 28th, we go 4-2 with a 2.5 overall units. And last but not least, last night we go 1-1 with a plus 0.2 unit overall. Kraken Sabres over 5.5 at plus 120. I mean, that's just a very easy easy over. I mean, at plus 120. I mean, Sabres are giving up goals, like I said, like Christmas gifts. I mean, it's unbelievable. You got to keep riding the Sabres overs until they eventually lose, but they've been giving up goals, and it's like I said, it's the gift that keeps on giving, and the Sabres are that team that's giving you gifts this season if you are betting their overs this season. So, that's why I like to see. That's what I like to hear. So Sabres cracking over 5.5 at plus 120. That cashes out last night. And then Penn's money line at plus 130. That lost, unfortunately. So they go to overtime. Calgary's been playing extremely well hockey as of late. I was on the verge of doing a Penn's Coyotes puck line parlay at plus 1.5. That paid out at plus 200. I was just a little iffy on that. I wasn't too sure how the Coyotes would play against the Jets. Jets were at home, of course, and they dominated that game. Basically, pretty much doubled and a half them in shots. It's just a shame. And Coyotes end up winning 1-0 that game. And the Penguins, of course, cover that. So, that was a little side play that I was going to put out at plus 200 odds. And, of course, I did not. But that would have cashed out as well. But it's okay. We take the loss here. We're still positive on the night. So 1-1 with a plus 0.2 overall unit. So like I said, pretty solid overall. That's 3 of the last 4 cards now in the money, in the green. So banking on from Wednesday, when we had Wednesday's card that we went 8-3 with basically over 4 units won. I mean, that was 9 of the last 12 cards in the positive side. So now we go 9 of 13, 10 of 14, 11 of 15, 12 of 16. 12 cards out of the last 16 have been in the plus side. So we're making pretty remarkable news, pretty remarkable progress as well, getting back into the plus side of things. 12 out of the last 16 NHL cards have been on the plus side for Philly Pete. So, it's been good. We're having a good run right now. Like I said, including the client plays as well. We're rocking and rolling. So the overall NHL season right now is 170 wins, 178 losses, 6 pushes. That gives us a total right now of minus 19.55 units. Remember a couple weeks ago when we were down 40 units? Well, listen, we just broke down the under 20 unit mark, so we are gaining ground. Still a lot of work to do, but like I said, we are turning the season around pretty productively, and like I said, still got to keep grinding out the whole season. The grind, a lot of work to do to get back to that plus side of things, but we'll take it as we can go, and that's how it is. All right, so with that being said, give me a 2-minute commercial break. When I get back, I will talk tonight's 8-game card. We have a postponed game tonight, Islanders Flyers tonight. So we only have 8 games on the menu tonight. So sit back, relax, give me 2, and I will be right back.
"12 Ounce Sports" has a new home for betting. BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12 Ounce Sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 120Z and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sports book. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Tuesday, brand new week, brand new episode, end of the month, November 30th, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, the King of the Ice, and fantasy football guru, Philly Pete, and we're live, as always, on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your afternoons and hanging out as we talk an amazing NHL run that we've been having right now. I can't get over this enough. If you missed the earlier segment, like I said, minus 19.55 overall units. We basically fought back from down over 40 units a couple weeks ago down to now just under 20 units now. So, we're rocking and rolling. And like I said, 12 of the last 16 NHL cards have been on the plus side. Hey, man, it's just been a great, phenomenal run as of now, and I couldn't be any happier. So, still a lot of work to do. Still got to grind out the rest of the units that I'm down and try and get back to the plus side of things. But this is good progress, great progress, basically in the last 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks now that we've been rocking and rolling. So let's continue to stride, let's continue the confidence, the plus side of things. It's nice to see. So I'm back, 12-12 in the East, 9-12 out in the West. Once again, I'm your host, Philly Pete, and again, we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV. This show, as always, is sponsored by BetUS. Create an account with them. Use the promo code 12ounce 120Z, all caps. Once again, BetUS, create an account with them today, and use the promo code 12ounce. We have 8 NHL games here tonight. Again, of course, like always, I'm going to bust out and break through all these games here tonight, give you my leans, my best bets, and much, much more predictions, trends, the whole shebang. That's why you listen to this show. Get the best bang for your buck when it comes to your bookie, and get the lines early. Simple as that. All right, here we go. So, and also don't forget to check out the 12 Ounce Sports Store. Get your Pete's Power Plays hoodie. I have different colors. Yeah, I have t-shirts, I have shirts, I have tanks, whatever it may be. Check it out today on 12 Ounce Sports Store. Holidays are around the corner. So let's support the crew. All right, simple as that. All right. 8 games on the tap tonight. Of course, Islanders-Flyers game is postponed because there's a bunch of COVID issues with the Islanders. And, of course, that's the game I was supposed to go to tonight. So, hey, go figure, right? Stuff like this happens. All right, let's start off with the Detroit Red Wings at the Boston Bruins. Over-under set at 5.5. Boston opens up at a minus 225 on the money line. This morning, earlier, they opened up at minus 250. Now down to minus 225. A little bit of money going towards Detroit at plus 200. Boston getting 80% of the money as well. Okay, Boston 7-3 at home in the last 10. 3-7 though, covering the puck line at home. Not too good there, but with the overs, they're 7-3 in their last 10 with the overs. So they've been scoring, and they've been scoring a lot as of late. So the over has been trending pretty good as of late with the Brew Crew. Detroit, on the other hand, 3-7-1 on the road, 3-8 on the road, covering the puck line, and 4-5-1 with the overs here. This is just a game where Detroit comes in. This could be. I feel like this Tuesday could be the night of the dogs. I have a slight feeling about this. Just something about Tuesday nights that always scare me. Tuesday and Thursday nights are always wacky in the NHL. We get different outcomes of things, but this could be a Detroit sort of puck line cover night. I have a feeling, maybe, but I want to take Boston here. I like Boston in regulation. I also like Boston -1. Worst comes to worst, we get a push. 4-3 sort of game here. I do lean the over. I do expect to see some goals. Like I said, Boston have been scoring. They're 7-3 in the last 10 with the over, so that trend for me is on the over. I do like that a lot. Detroit could probably score a couple as well. That's how I'm feeling. I'm thinking about probably about a 4-3, maybe 4-2 win here for the Boston Bruins here. So that's where I'm leaning in this game. Boston here, I like them. If you want to consider putting them in a money line parlay, I would consider it. But I like the Bruins here and the over 5.5 as Detroit comes into town. All right. Washington at the Florida Panthers. Over-under set at 6. Florida minus 140 on the money line. Caps at plus 120. Caps just played, of course, on Sunday with a nice victory on the road there as well against Carolina. So that was a good win for Washington. Now they travel down south to Sunrise. This is a little revenge spot, I think. I think Florida, after losing to the Kraken, they're at home again. Their first home loss of the season came to the Seattle Kraken. Who would have thought that? Not me at all. But here we go. Florida, like I said, minus 140. Caps, another road dog right now, plus 120. 65% of the money is going towards the Panthers here, and 35% of the money going towards the Capitals. Over-under set at 6. Florida, like I said, 11-1 at home this year, 7-5 covering the puck line at home, and 5-5 with the overs. Caps come in 7-2-2 on the road, playing extremely well. 8-3 on the road, covering the puck line as well, and 5-4-1 when it comes to the overs as well. I like the over 6 here in this game as well. You could probably buy the half a point to make it 5.5. Probably around minus 125, minus 130. I'm willing to spend $1.30 on the 5.5. But the 6 right now is at probably about minus 115, minus 120. But I still like the over in this game here tonight. We should see some goals. And like I said, these two teams are about even for the most part in their last 10 with the overs. But I'm trending over big time in this game. I do. I think there's going to be some goals in this game. A very enticing and intriguing game to watch here tonight in Sunrise. But, Florida, I think, has the revenge fact. I think Florida does. I think they do win this game here tonight. I like the Panthers. I think they bounce back. Now, listen, as much as the puck line is a great play for the Caps, that plus 1.5 spot, I think it looks good for the Capitals, especially the way they've been covering on the road. But you got to recognize that Florida lost to the Kraken at home. Can they lose back-to-back home games? That's very possible. And the way the Caps are heating up right now. But I'm leaning the Panthers here. I like them tonight at minus 140. It's a decent spot here for the Panthers. And I like the over 6. Like I said, I'll probably drop the half a puck line, I should say, down to 5.5. But either way, I like the over 5.5, over 6, wherever you may have it. And the Panthers on the money line here tonight at minus 140. Okay, we go to Jersey. We have the San Jose Sharks at the New Jersey Devils. Over-under set at 5.5. Devils minus 140 on the money line. Sharks plus 120. This is basically a 60-40 split. Devils getting 60% of the love here. Devils are 6-3 at home this year, 5-6 covering the puck line at home, and 6-4 with the over. Sharks come in 6-5 on the road, 7-4 covering the puck line on the road, and 2-8 in their last 10 in terms of the over. So I'm liking the under 5.5 in this game right off the bat. And listen, the Sharks, another team that's been playing really pretty solid on the road, 6-5. But that most importantly, that puck line, 7-4 on the road. In their last 11. I mean, I like that a lot. I like the puck line here for San Jose at plus 1.5. They've been doing pretty well. I like that. If there's any dog here tonight that I like the Sharks, especially at that plus 120 spot. So that might be Philly Pete's dog play of the night. Sharks on the money line, plus 120. I also like them in the puck line at plus 1.5 and the under 5.5. Just not sure what Devils team shows up. Of course, they beat the Flyers the other day. That went over. But the Sharks have been playing pretty good on the road, so I want to give that a nice little boost of confidence for San Jose. And I'm leaning under here because the trends for San Jose is just not looking good with the over. So there you go. Under 5.5, Sharks, Devils. And I'm going to go with the Sharks here on the money line at plus 120 and the puck line at plus 1.5. All right, moving on. Tampa Bay Lightning at the St. Louis Blues. This is going to be a very, very interesting game here tonight. It's basically a pick. St. Louis is a small favorite, minus 115 on the money line. Tampa minus 105. Tampa once again losing to the Wild. Now they go to St. Louis, where anything can happen really. Over/unders at 5.5. St. Louis, this is a 50-50 spot. St. Louis is getting 50. Tampa Bay is getting 50. Again, this is as close as a pick'em as it gets here. St. Louis 6-3-1 at home, 6-4 at home covering the puck line, and 4-5-1 with the overs. Tampa, on the other end, 5-2-1 on the road, 3-5 covering the puck line in the last 8, and 5-5 with the last overs. Obviously, the over against the Wild cashed out the other day. For some reason here, I feel like we're going to get... This is a game where I feel like you can see a 2-1 sort of game or a 3-2 sort of game. This is going to be... I just have a feeling about this. I know Bennington doesn't play that. If he does start here tonight, I know he's not a great home goaltender. But this could be a game where, listen, both teams could come out defensive, really defensive. Vasilevsky could have a shutout. But this is a game where I do trend Tampa Bay. I do like the Lightning here at minus 105 against a small play for me. I think a little bit of sprinkle here, lightly. This is just a pick'em game. It's that close. It's that close for comfort of a game. But I like Tampa on the money line at minus 105. I think they bounce back after their loss to Minnesota. And I like the under. I like the under 5.5 as well. I mean, this is a game where I think both goaltenders could show up here, and it's going to be a defensive game, I feel like. And, you're going to have that sort of 3-2, maybe 2-1 sort of game. But, all in all, I just like Tampa in this spot here. I really do. So give me the Lightning money line and give me the under 5.5 between Tampa and St. Louis. All right, 4 more games to talk about before I hit the road until tomorrow. We move on. We move on to Nashville, Music City. We got the Columbus Blue Jackets at the Nashville Predators. Over-unders at 5.5 once again. Nashville, 6-4 at home this year, 4-6 at home, covering the puck line, and 6-4 with the overs. So they've been scoring. They've been scoring and they've been getting the overs as of late. Columbus, on the other hand, 4-4 across the boards, 4-4 on the road, 4-4 covering the puck line in their last 8 on the road, and 8-2 in their last 10 with the overs. So I mean, right off the bat, you would think playing in Nashville is a little bit. It's a little defensive work, I think. But at Nashville minus 160, Columbus is plus 130 on the money line. 55% of the money is going towards Nashville. This is going to be, again, another tough game here today. This whole slate tonight is very difficult to cap. But just the way that, I just feel like the way that Nashville has been playing, especially at home, 6-4 at home, like I said, I got to give the nod to them. I like Nashville here on the money line at minus 160. And when it comes to the over-unders, I mean, this Columbus team, like I said, is giving up goals and they're scoring. 8-2 in their last 10, like I said, in the over. So I'm late, and Nashville is trending a little bit over as of now, too. So I like the over 5.5 in this game as well in Music City. So that's where I'm going. Preds and the over 5.5 there tonight. Preds and the Jackets. Okay, Arizona Coyotes at the Minnesota Wild. Over-under set at 5.5. Minnesota minus 360 on the money line. Arizona plus 300 on the money line. Arizona cashed out precisely last night against Winnipeg. Can they do it again in Minnesota? Traveling from Winnipeg to Minnesota, it's possible. Coyotes are playing, getting a little mojo going now. But at plus 300, I mean that's worth a shot just to throw on, $10 little ticket right there. But like I said, over-unders at 5.5. Minnesota is getting 80% of the money. Arizona is getting 20% of the money. So obviously everyone knows the direction here. Minnesota 7-2 at home this year, 4-5 covering the puck line, and 7-3 with the overs in their last 10. Minnesota has been scoring. You saw on Sunday another over cashed out for the Wild. Arizona, on the other hand, 3-9 on the road, 6-7 though covering the puck line on the road. They did it again last night, and 3-7 in their last 10 with the overs. You know what? I think Minnesota comes out guns a-blazing. They're playing really well. Don't get me wrong. I have a ton of respect for Arizona beating Winnipeg on the road 1-0, let alone the game of their lives right there. And again, another plus, 250 plus. You're up plus 300. Some books you could probably get Coyotes at plus 305, maybe plus 310. But Minnesota. I just feel like this Minnesota team is in good form right now, and I think they should take care of business. So give me Minnesota money. No, don't give me the money line. Give me Minnesota puck line minus 1.5. I like Minnesota minus 1 as well. They should take care of business tonight. That was a big hoorah for Arizona last night. I just can't believe they got outshot by so much. Excuse me. And ended up winning 1-0 against a pretty decent team in the Jets. So can they make it 2 in a row against another solid team? We'll see tonight. But for now, I'm on Minnesota minus 1.5. And I like the over 5.5 in this game as well. Minnesota, like I said, their overs have been cashing out a lot as of late. And again, just like the Sabres, they continue to stride with the overs. So give me over 5.5 Minnesota Coyotes, Minnesota Arizona, and Minnesota puck line minus 1.5 tonight in Minnesota. All right, 2 games left. Let's do it. Carolina Hurricanes at the Dallas Stars. Over-unders at 5.5. Another pick'em game where you have a very a small home dog, and that's minus 115. Dallas minus 115 on the money line. Carolina plus 105 on the money line. But again, it's going to be closer. Again, you got to shop around for these plays. If you get Carolina plus 105, that's good. Some books might have minus 105, but we'll see. Dallas getting 40%. Carolina getting 60% there. Dallas has been playing pretty good hockey as of late. They really have. 6-2-1 at home this year. 5-4 covering the puck line at home, and 6-4 with the overs in their last 10. They've been scoring, and it's been good. It's been good. They've been scoring a lot. The overs have been cashing out for Dallas as of late. Carolina, on the other hand, 9-2-1 on the road, 6-6 on the road, covering the puck line, and 2-6-2 when it comes to the overs in their last 10. So again, this is going to be a defensive battle. I feel like this is going to be another game just like Tampa and St. Louis that I spoke about. That this could be a very defensive game here tonight where we see defense and not a lot of offense. I mean, we know Carolina can score at will, but their defense, I think, will come out tonight as well. But you know what? For me, I feel like this is a game where Carolina lost. All right, they lost to the Caps in Carolina. Now they travel to Dallas, and Dallas has been pretty darn good at home. Like I said, 6-2-1 in their last 10 at home. So I mean, they're playing pretty solid, or let alone at home this year. They're playing extremely well. As of late, maybe they have their groove back. It's something to see for Dallas, especially the fact that I had them as a future to win the Cup. For the clients. So I mean, it'd be something to see Dallas work on pretty good. So I mean, it's good. It's good to see Dallas playing really well as of late, especially at home. But for some reason, I like Carolina in this game. I do like the Hurricanes. I know they lost to the Caps the other day, 4-2 at home. So they want to go to Dallas, make a statement. At plus 105, it's worth a shot. A little bit of value there, and that's why I like it. You can't get off the fact that this team is 9-2-1 on the road this year. Pretty damn good if you're asking me. So give me the Hurricanes here on the money line at plus 105. A little bit of value there. I just think they're the better team. I really do. This is just a tough game to cap. And listen, absolute respect to Dallas. They're playing extremely well at home as of late, and overall as of late they have been. But Carolina, again, tough to see them lose back-to-back games. So listen, give me the Carolina Hurricanes here on the money line at plus 105. And another game where I do like the under. I like the under 5.5 in this spot. I think we see these defenses show up, and we see a 3-2 sort of game, or 3-1 or 2-1, whatever it may be. But it's got to be under 5.5. That's all I gotta say. So give me the under 5.5 Hurricane Stars, and give me the Carolina Hurricanes on the money line at plus 105. All right. Last but not least, the Anaheim Ducks at the LA Kings. Over/under set at 5.5. Again, another game where it's just a toss-up. LA Kings minus 120 on the money line. Anaheim plus 105 on the money line. Once again, 70% of the money, though, going towards the Kings. 30% of the money going towards the Ducks. Kings at home, 6-5-1, 7-5 covering the puck line, and 4-6 with the overs in their last 10. Anaheim has cooled off a little bit, 3-4-1 on the road. However, 7-2 covering the puck line, and 4-6 in their last 10 as well when it comes to the overs. Anaheim has been playing extremely well, and Kings have a pretty solid home record, but the Ducks are still carrying. They're still basically cashing out that puck line at plus 1.5. I do. I mean, Anaheim, like I said, are they cooling off? Are they not? LA is due for a win too. I like the Kings here. Kings had a good weekend. Of course, they beat the Sens, and I think they continue to stride when Anaheim comes in town. So give me the Kings here on the money line at minus 125. And I like the under. Again, another under that I like, under 5.5. But damn, this is just a really tough card to cap. But this is where I'm going. Kings and the under in this game here tonight between the Ducks and the Kings. So there you have it. Simple as that. Now, in terms of my best bet for tonight, I do like the Minnesota Wild over 5.5 here tonight. Like I said, you can't get over the fact that how much scoring the Wild has been doing. And Coyotes could probably contribute a little bit, but I think the Wild could at least put up a lot of goals on their own. 4, 5. I mean, I think they could do it. So that's most likely my favorite bet of the night is the Minnesota Wild over 5.5 when they play Arizona. And like I said, my favorite dog play of the night, well, I got two. I like the San Jose Sharks at plus 120, and I like the Hurricanes at plus 105. That's where I'm staying there. And like that, I'm out of time. And I hope you all had a great time, had a phenomenal time. And I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. And let's have a great night. Let's continue to stride and have a great Tuesday. I'll tell you guys later. Bye.